Hi lads, in this video I'm going to go through the block activity that I gave you yesterday in class for perspective. So you can see here I already have the question set up. I have the plan view of the block drawn, and I have spectator located at S there, which is going to be 100 mil away at 60 degrees. So the first thing I need to do is draw my picture plane. And I told you in the question the picture plane is going to touch off this bottom right hand corner here. So to find that, first thing you need to do is you need to draw your extreme corners back to S. So the furthest point here is this one, and then the opposite side is this one here. After that then, what you need to do is you need to bisect the angle between those two there. So take an eye distance on my compass, marking each side there, and stretching my compass out a bit further and swinging two new arcs from the arcs previously drawn. So from here and here. Where the two meet, we get a point there, connect that back through S, and we go perpendicular to the bisecting angle to give us our picture plane. So just line that up there and slide it across like that, and that gives us our actual picture plane now. So make sure I draw it heavy enough so you can actually see it there. Now to find my vanishing points. My vanishing points are found by taking a line from S that's parallel to the extreme sides there and there. So from S, line across, we get this point here, and going parallel to this side here, we get a point here. So I'm going to mark down PP there and there for my picture plane. And then here is where I'm going to have one of my vanishing points, put that as VP2, and put that one down as VP1. Next thing I need to get is my ground line, so the actual starting point for my perspective view. So what I need to do is take a line parallel to my picture plane here that I've now found. I'm going to take that down here. So use my picture plane there, and very simply just using sliding set squares then all the way down, and I'll just take it right down to about here. Should be high enough. Once I have 70 mil for the height that I need for my horizon line. So that's going to be my ground line there. And I just look perpendicular. I have loads of room there to go. So next thing I need to do is take down my vanishing points. So these go perpendicular to my picture plane. So slide those across there. And they need to hit my ground line. So I'll see now in a second they're long enough, so they're just going off the page. So what I'll do is I'll move this line just up a bit slightly so that it hits off that line. So up to about here maybe. So you can see now that line just stays my page there. And this is going to be my ground line then as a result. And my second vanishing point, I can take that out there as well. So you can see there, I've drawn all these lines all these corners here, they're all perpendicular. So these ones are going to be parallel, these ones are going to be parallel, and this line is going to be parallel or perpendicular to this one, and this line is going to be perpendicular to these two as well. So that's my ground line. I marked that down as GL. Next thing to do is find my horizon line. I'm told my horizon line is going to be 70 mil above the ground, or above where the spectator is. So 70 mil there. And once again, I want to draw a parallel to my ground line. Stick that across there. And now I can mark off where vanishing point 1 is and vanishing point 2 is. So that's my question set up. I'm now ready to actually draw my perspective. The last thing, I'll just rub out this line as I won't need it, because that would take my drawing slightly off the page. So the first corner I have that's touching off the picture plane is this corner of the block here. So every height taken from there is going to be a true height because the picture plane is touching off that corner. So because the picture plane is already touching that corner there, I don't have to join it back to the spectator, and it's going to hit that point there. So what I can do straight away is I can take this line straight down. So that corner there. And there's that corner there on the ground. And then I can join it back to my vanishing points. I'm told the height of the block is 45 mil. So the bottom point at the very top is going to be 45 mil tall. That's a true height. So I can take that 45 and apply it directly to there because that corner is in contact with the picture plane. Everything behind is going to appear smaller and smaller the further back it goes. So once again, joining back to my vanishing points. I now have the outline of the right side and the left side, and now I need to get my true width. So true width is as far to this corner and as far to that corner. And because I've already taken them in, I can see that when they join back to S, they hit the picture plane at here, give me my two new widths. So you can see that the width used to be that, now it's been condensed down to this width here. So same idea again. Going perpendicular at all times to the picture plane, where that back corner joins back to S and hits the picture plane, gives me this side here. Same with the opposite one, where this line goes back, we just move it, where this line goes back, hits the spectator and then hits the picture plane, gives me that corner there. This point here is going to go back, vanishing off that way, and this corner here is going to go back, vanishing off to that side. So now you can see I have the outline of a rectangular block, and all I'm missing are square holes there and the piece missing at the end. So what I can do is just draw this outline in heavy here. And that back to there. Now I need to draw in the actual square holes that are going to be in. So the first thing is I don't know how far in this point is here. So what I can do is I can just take that line there and pick this point, because that point is going to be on that line. When I get that point here, I'll be able to join it back, and then I can connect in this corner and find them in my perspective. So I join that point there back to S, where it is the picture plane right there. I can take that back. So we're basically doing the same thing over and over again. Every single point is joined back to S, and where it hits the picture plane gives me my true width. So I join that back there. And now you can see this line here is that line there. And what I can now do is I can plot these 2 points here and then find those two as a result. So the first corner here, join it back to S, where it hits the picture plane. Hits it right there. Join it back. There's that bottom corner there. It's that point there. And same with this one. Join it back to S, where it hits the picture plane. I can take that back there. And now I have that side there. These two sides, they join back to my vanishing point, there and there. And now I can take the other two sides. That one there, where it hits the picture plane, gives me this length here. And I can join that back to the vanishing point there. And because I already have my back line connecting back, I don't need to actually take that back corner. I can just simply connect it like that there. And just to prove it, if I connect that to S and then go perpendicular to it, you'll see that they line up anyway. Now, next one here, the same idea again. Take this point back to S, and I'll do is I'll take that one as well there, just to speed it up a little bit. Take it down, give me that point there, and then my next one, take that down, gives me that there. And when I join those back to my vanishing points, you'll see that this line stops where that line joins back there, because remember, this line is shared all the way across, so therefore that point joined back to the vanishing point on the left is shared as well. And I connect this back here, and that gives me that part of the block there. And the last few points I need are just this little section here. So I'll start at the front, I'll connect this back here. Same idea, once it hits the spectator, that's the line I take back. So you can see it just steps back in slightly. That connects back across there. And the back one is the same. Connect that back to S, and then I can take that point back to there. And the last thing, all vertical lines always stay vertical, so you can see vertical, vertical, vertical. The inside of the block there, I have a vertical line there, a vertical line there, and the back corner there's a tiny little one there, just at the end. And that completes that question there. So hopefully that video helps anybody who would have been stuck on that.